This diet has helped me gain over 30 yards in the past year, and I almost guarantee it could do the same for you. Now there's a little disclaimer. If you're not willing to change what you eat, your lifestyle, or your habits, then you need to scroll past this video, as this is not for you. But if you're someone who really wants to make an adjustment and hit that golf ball a lot further, then listen up. So the first thing you need to know is what you need from your nutrition. That doesn't mean what foods you need to eat. Oh, I need to eat more chicken, or I need to eat more rice. No, what do you actually need from your nutrition? And the first two main things we're gonna focus on is calories and protein. These are the fundamentals of your nutrition. When it comes to calories, I'm gonna leave a TDEE calculator down below in which you can calculate the amount of calories you need each day just to maintain where you're at. I'm also then gonna tell you now the amount of protein you need, and it's pretty simple. Take your body weight in pounds, and you're gonna eat 1 gram of protein for every body weight in pound every day. So let's say I weigh 225 pounds. I need to aim to eat 225 grams of protein each day. Pretty simple, right? Well, not quite. You see, we're all different. We've all got different goals. And for some people, losing fat and getting a bit leaner is probably gonna be the best thing for them hitting the golf ball further. Some people are on the skinnier side and they just need to focus on gaining muscle and gaining weight, which means their 2 calorie targets are gonna be very different. Now, I've actually done a video previously talking about what you need to do in terms of restricting your calories or in terms of increasing your calories and the amounts in which to do so for that goal. So what I'm gonna do is leave this video at the end, and then you can go and check that one out after this one, just to give you a little bit more detail. But the big thing I want you to understand is the main parts and fundamentals of your nutrition that are gonna get you to where you wanna go is making sure you consistently eat the right amount of calories and the right amount of protein, and never get that twisted. Hello, Milo. Right, so now we know what to do, let's figure out how we actually do it. And let's say my targets are 3,500 calories and my protein target is 200 grams a day. How am I actually going to hit that? Well, I've got a few solutions for you. So the first thing you can do is track your nutrition. I tend to use MyFitnessPal. Now, just tracking your nutrition is probably gonna be one of the most useful things you will ever do for your nutrition. Mainly because you won't have to follow someone else's diet. You don't have to follow that guy on YouTube going, eat this amount of chicken per day, eat this sort of food, make sure you get this from the supermarket. No, you can eat whatever foods you want as long as you hit your targets. And it's gonna help you really understand what you're already eating and what simple adjustments you need to do to already get you on the path you need to be. So if there's one thing that I would recommend is just start tracking. Start putting in the amount of food you have each day. Yes, it might be annoying at first because you're gonna have to weigh a few things, but trust me, you'll get in the habit, you'll get used to it, and I guarantee your body is not only gonna get better, but also your golf swing. But if you're the person that's just sat there and gone, Aaron, I'm probably not gonna do that, then I've got a few solutions for you. First of all, I definitely want you to look in the mirror and go, why do I not want to do a habit that's good for me and is going to help educate me on nutrition? But if you're still having that sort of argument with yourself and thinking, I'm really going to struggle to have the time to track my food each day, then you're going to need to plan your food a lot more. So I would first of all start with the amount of meals you're going to look to have each day and the amount of snacks you're going to look to have each day. Me personally, I usually have around 4 meals a day, with 1 snack in between lunch and dinner. If you're just starting out, I'd recommend just having 3 meals a day with a snack between lunch and dinner, or having 2 meals with 1 between lunch and dinner and 1 actually after dinner. Now, what you're gonna have to then decide is what meals are you gonna have that are gonna give you that 50 grams, 40 grams, or 60 grams, in my case, of protein each meal. Otherwise, you're gonna struggle to know what you're gonna have, and you're gonna struggle to make sure you meet the requirements that I've already stated. This is why the tracking kind of helps a bit. But again, if you're that person that wants to plan it out more, that's how it's gonna need to be done. But there are 3 rules that doing both processes is really gonna teach you. And I'm just gonna clear them up and make sure you know them right now. Rule number 1, prioritize protein. Every time you think of creating a meal, think protein first. Don't worry about the other food around it, because that's all energy. You're gonna have enough carbs, enough fats by just controlling your calorie target. But what you need to make sure you're getting in is the amount of protein you need to make sure you're recovering, building muscle, building that speed, building that body that's going to make sure you hit that golf ball a lot further. So always think protein. Which then leads me on to rule number 2. And this is the first time that I've mentioned this. And this is making sure you drink enough water. Our body and our muscles are literally made up of water. And just making sure we drink enough of it is going to help us really control our hunger levels, but also make sure we feel good so we can go out and train or go out and play golf to the level that we want. So when it comes to water intake, I would focus on trying to drink at least 1 litre per 25 kilos of body weight. I'm around 100 kilos. I try and drink at least over 3 litres towards 4 litres every day. I know that seems like a lot, but trust me, you get used to it, you feel a lot better, you train a lot better, and it really helps you when it comes to making sure you eat the right foods. And finally, rule number 3. And that is getting in a routine. Already from tracking or planning your food, it's gonna help you get in a routine. It's gonna help you eat similar foods each day. It's gonna help you eat foods at similar times each day. We have to understand that our body likes similar things. It learns through adapting to similar environments. So if you give it the same foods each day, your body's gonna learn what to expect. It's gonna perform more consistently. It's gonna help you train more consistently. It's gonna help you really play golf at a consistent level. So just trying to find a routine that fits your day, fits your lifestyle, is gonna be massive when it comes to being consistent with your nutrition and really hitting them targets near enough every day. Now, before I leave you, the final thing I want to say is this. If you're not doing the training or doing the technique work with your golf swing, none of this will matter. Exercise and nutrition go hand in hand. One without the other just simply doesn't work. Think of any person that you've ever seen that's in good shape. They're not in good shape just because they eat well. They're in good shape because they train well as well. So don't neglect that part of it. But with this nutrition and getting it right, it's gonna make a humongous difference. And my final tip, which is by far the most important, and literally make sure that any of what I said works, is just being consistent. Do not try and be perfect with your nutrition. No day is the same. No one has the perfect diet, but the difference between someone that gets the goals that they want or starts hitting the ball further and starts actually seeing the improvements from the training they're doing is the fact that they have a good diet and they are eating good nutrition majority of the time. So don't think about being perfect, just focus on turning up each day, trying to get better. And if you have a bad day, don't worry about it, just move on to the next one and try to keep on improving. By the way, destroy the like button if you want to see more of me. You know what to do. Subscribe, mate. Bye.